Okay.
I think that worked.
I think we're good.
It'll be close enough.
All right. We switched our setup, so we only have 2 cameras now because it was
The other one was so outlandish and horrible that we had to figure something else out.
So now we're down to an iPad and my iPhone.
It's still bootleg, but
It's still bootleg and we're still figuring it out. We might just go to one phone because we have to figure something out for the summer.
yeah, because we're gonna start filming outside
Oh yeah.
when it gets nice out.
We like it
Yeah.
when it's warm.
Yeah, we do. So he'll drag me on a walk when it's like 400 degrees outside.
And the coldest. Listen, I'm a man of extremes because I like to walk. I like to see nature.
Yeah.
I'm going bike riding at like 30 degrees.
Yeah, that's crazy to me that you even do that.
I mean, it's just one
You
of
have to
those.
bundle
I do bundle.
gloves and like scarf wrapped around your head.
And this, I'll tell you what, like the coat will do something, the head wrap will do something, but the gloves never do anything.
I know. I feel like no matter what, when you're riding and you're riding fast enough, your hands are just.
They're taking the brunt. They're taking the brunt of the wind, and my circulation in my hands are already bad enough.
I don't know how you do it. I'd be so miserable.
Yeah, I like nature.
Anyway, I have a water bottle,
Here's a water bottle, and
and it looks a little funky, doesn't it? I filled it with vodka because I'm a severe alcoholic, and I'm drinking.
let me smell that. It's lemony. It's lemony vodka.
It's Propel water. I'm actually celebrating a big day tomorrow,
Ooh.
and that is 1 year of sobriety.
And we're very, very, with no sarcasm, no joking, very proud of Amanda for getting through a whole year.
We didn't know if I'd make it here, but here I am,
Yeah,
drinking vodka out of a water bottle on my 365 days.
she made it. Actually, that's a good question. You drank for a while, and you got pretty crazy when you were drunk. Do you have any stories?
Oh God, you have to like prompt me on like a story.
Well, okay, I'll get you. Well, okay, so I went out. We had one of our coworkers had a birthday last year, around this time actually. It would have been like a few weeks ago last year.
You know, I still don't like to think about that day, just because I was so wildly drunk.
I remember. I remember.
I feel like what that is for me is literally just trying to forget like really big things that happened. Like, whether it's someone's birthday, like everyone wants to remember those things, and I'm here like, I want to not remember that.
Well, I don't want to bring up the memories of it unless you're curious about what you actually were like that night.
No, I am not
Okay.
curious.
She's not curious.
I don't think I can know, not yet. Maybe give it another 6 months.
Okay.
And I'll be ready.
But yeah, I've seen her. I will say that Amanda, when she's drinking, she does turn into a different Amanda, and it's not even like one of those things where it's like, oh, she's belligerent, evil, and mean. It's like, oh no, she's just a different person.
Yeah, I've been told, but it's weird. It's like the evolution of my drinking turned from like where I would be the same person when I was drinking to like the worse that like my drinking got, the worse person I would become. Like you said, like, I mean, you didn't maybe see it, but I was mean. Like I could get. There was like
You would get, I think, very easily annoyed. I think that's
yeah,
what I would
I think
say.
there was like 3 different Amanda drunks. There's like the really happy Amanda that's just like ready to sing and dance. And then there's just like the weird one, and then there's the really, really mean one who's just like evil.
Like I said, I didn't see that one. I guess I'm glad too.
Yeah.
She was very gracious. She invited me over to drink with her friends a few times, and I was like, oh, she goes hard.
A little too hard.
Yeah, but like, I drank hard too, and I'm still kind of embarrassed of how I was that night. And you weren't even that drunk.
Wait, the night that all my friends
Yeah,
were
all
over
your
and we were
friends
hanging
came
out.
over, yeah.
Yeah.
I was cringe. Well, because like I didn't know how to behave around your friends. They're all your film friends.
I don't remember. Was that the night that like Nicole stayed at my house? Or did she leave with you? I don't remember.
She didn't leave with me.
There was one night that me and Nicole ended up like staying up in my basement until like 8 a.m. the
That
next
was a
day.
different night. That was when she was about to leave.
Oh yeah,
That
we
was the night
had
we
the
took the
party
picture.
the next day. Oh man.
That was the night we took the pictures. Yeah, that night made me very sad. I won't go any further with that.
Looking through those pictures, I'm like, where am I?
I will say,
Lights on, no one's home.
there is something to those pictures. I won't put them up, but there is something to those pictures.
You could find like one decent one and just plop it in.
But like, there is certainly a look in Amanda's eyes. It is something.
It is sinister. It's
Yeah.
almost like the photos are cursed.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that night very well. I mean, it really wasn't so bad, but I remember how it ended. I think that was how that was why I was very sad.
I don't think I do. Oh, yeah.
But either way, getting off of that.
Yeah.
Getting off
Moral
of
of
it,
the story is
she's
now
a lot
I'm
better.
come tomorrow I am a year sober.
And she's
I'm Cali sober. I still smoke weed here and there.
yeah, she's
So.
Cali Sobes.
Cali sobs.
But I mean, like, you've done like a lot in a year, which I mean, like, she's gotten really good. Once again, at Hooked on Amanda on Instagram.
Yeah, I feel like because when you're so deep into literal alcoholism, like you have no hobbies.
Yeah.
You know, you go home and you drink and that's it. And this like past year, I just like got back into like just life, and I got into crocheting, and now I'd say I'm pretty freaking good at it.
You are. She's
Yes,
really
me.
good at it. At Hooked on Amanda, I'm serious. Check it out. She made me. I'm bringing it over because I can't help myself. She made me these
It's
when
so
she
cute.
first started. When she first started, she made me these. That's amazing.
They're little turtle coasters.
And I love it. I put a little scarf on it. That's not her. I did that. But
That is very cute. Oh my god, he could be decorated for
You
the
know what?
seasons. Oh my god, we should so make like coasters for just this.
oh, for this? Oh my god, that's actually a good idea. I do like that.
Like I'll like embroider them with our and whatnot.
I do
If
like
I
that
can.
idea. But I forget, what is it like when you're drinking? Do you not have dreams? Because it's been a while since I've gotten so drunk. I can't remember.
Oh no, you don't dream like at all, and like your sleep is so off because you're not hitting like REM sleep. So like you can wake up after a full night of sleep, but
And
you're
not
not
feel
fully
rested.
rested because your body's like not getting there.
Do you think your dreams have been a lot more vivid now?
Oh yeah. I had a dream last night where my boyfriend was Snapchatting other women, telling them that one, he loved them, and also sending D-pics out
Oh my
for the whole
God.
world to see.
Shouts out, Chris.
I woke up so angry. And this isn't the first time it's happened. There's been other times where I have dreamt of some crazy things happening with my boyfriend that don't involve me. But I woke up so mad and I texted him and I was like, I'm mad at you. You cheated on me. Point blank, period. And he's like, what? And like, whatever. And he was like, it was just a dream. And I don't know. I feel like when you have a dream like that, it just feels so real that you're like, you need a moment.
Oh yeah.
Like, I needed a minute to be mad about it.
I think I told you this. This happened like months ago. I had a dream that like you got a huge editing award and you got to appear on like the news stations for stuff that we both worked on. And I remember being very mad at you when I woke up. Because I was like, Amanda didn't even
Did
try.
you even tell me about that?
I don't know if I did. But
Wow, what a bee I am. I didn't even say like, oh, this is our project.
I was like, Amanda didn't even try to get me on the news shows. She just went on.
I was like, this is all me, thank you.
Yeah, but that's not the real life Amanda. I've had a few dreams about Amanda specifically where she does something like she's completely out of character. The one I told you, I know I definitely told you about, was the one where you took me to a fight club.
Oh my god, you should tell that because that is so unreal.
Oh my god. So like she takes me to this fight club in this like sunken down abandoned building, and it's filled with like literally like MS-13 people. And I was like, oh, Amanda must know interesting people. This must be like from a different part of her life. And she's like, yeah, I still get with these people sometimes. And I was like, oh, okay.
Like sometimes I still hang out with
Yeah, I
them.
still hang out with them. And like, And she's like, yeah, so you come down to my pit. And so we got down there, and I was like, okay.
Down to my pit is crazy.
So, like, it was all just a bunch of drinking at first. This is before she was sober, by the way. And it was like, I do have dreams where I have dreams where I've given her alcohol, and I woke up feeling very bad about it. And I don't know why I have those dreams, because it's not like I'm someone who's like, drink.
No,
I'm not like one of those people. I just have weird dreams like that. Anyway, so we were drinking in this pit, and then Amanda was like, okay, whatever they say to you, just say yes. Like, go with it. Like, don't make them upset. And they were like, so you want to be in one today? And I'm like, yes. And it was a fight club, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like,
and I'm like, don't say no.
I'm like, Amanda, am I gonna have to fight someone? She's like, well, you kind of have to now. And I was like so scared, and I was like, is there a way I can get out of this? And this is how the dream wrapped up. It was like, yeah, you can like do a favor for them. And so I had to like pick up drugs and bring them back to the pit.
That is so funny.
I don't know why I had this dream. I had this very weird...
Yeah, what a weird dream. In a fight club, like, where does that even come from?
I don't know. My dreams are really vivid.
Mine are vivid, and they're also very random.
Ew,
like,
what am I touching here?
That was a bobby pin.
I don't know where that came from. Ugh, we had kids with lice here yesterday.
And one of them put on his headphones, and he refuses to put his headphones back on.
I'm not wearing them. I don't care if they
say
got
you just
treated.
give it, like, until next, like, Monday. Give it till Monday.
I'm going to give it till Monday. I'm not wearing them. I'm a very headphones person, and I'm not wearing those today.
He wears them, like, religiously
not wearing
when he edits. I don't. I'm just, like, annoying and loud.
Ugh, I had a roommate. There are some people that, like, legitimately just don't understand just, like, being a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a roommate when I first went to college. His name was Nick. Cool guy. Actually, very cool guy. He was kind of a dude bro. But, like...
dude bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that swallow sounded so nice.
Yeah, I bet that sounded really good.
ASMR. Psst, psst.
And he was actually a really cool dude, but he would invite dudes over to my dorm room all the time. They would just touch my stuff all the time. But one of the things that he did, the only annoying thing he did, is that he did not use headphones for anything. And he just saw no issue with that. And I always thought that was so
like,
strange.
if he's listening to his music, it's just, like, out loud.
It's just out loud. And
like,
it was loud,
nothing
too.
in there. Yeah, that would annoy me. Like, here it's a little different because, like, we're editors. We kind of do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, in, like, your personal life, I couldn't imagine.
Well, I mean, think about it. I'm over here, and his bed's right there.
Yeah.
And it's 9 o'clock at night, and it's like...
That's like people I see in the gym, and they put their phone, like, they either forgot their headphones, or they're dead, or they just don't have the common sense to put headphones in, and they're listening to their music out loud.
Oh my God.
And it's like, I'm trying to listen to a podcast, and now I have your music in the background.
You don't go... What's the gym with the lunk alarm?
The Planet Fitness.
And that's the one that you go to? You go to Planet Fitness. And they don't have a rule against loud music?
No one's ever, like... I don't know if there's never been, like, a sign or anything, but there's literally just been people next to me who are playing their music and or, like, watching a movie, and it's, like, right next to me.
See, I'm first of all, that's so annoying. I hate that. We had this dude in my golf class. I had to take a golf class when I was doing just random credits back when I was in community. And we had this one dude who was listening to the loudest screamo with no headphones on until the golf coach was like, all right, that's enough.
I feel like those people have, like, some form of an ego, and they think, like, them doing that, like, it draws attention to them and they look cool.
Yeah,
but really,
I guess
you
that's
just, like, look really annoying.
It's a form of being
and you
punk.
are really annoying.
I mean,
yeah.
that's kind of like that's almost been like a trope in old movies where it's like the punk dude on the bus listening to his radio.
Well, it's true, because, I mean, like, even people in high school, I had a friend in high school who would just, like, keep his phone in his pocket and keep his music all the way up. And he owned headphones. Like, he actively had headphones on him, but chose to play his music loud throughout the hallways. And I think it was just like, oh. And he was, like, a little, I don't know. I think he just thought he was, like, a little gangster. So, like, him walking through the hallways, like, playing his rap music was, like, really cool to him. And it's like, it is not.
Yeah, you're not cool. We had another cool kid just like that in my high school. Oh, no, this was...
Another cool kid.
This was actually middle school. This is one of the few times I actually got detention.
Wow, you got detention?
Yeah, I'm sure you got a lot.
I wasn't in detention. I was in ISS.
Yeah, that's different. That's diff. But we had this kid. He was like he was like a proto hipster, like before hipsters were a thing. Dude was listening to music on Walkmans, and he was like blasting oldies on the bus, and it was and it was the most tinniest speakers you've ever heard, and it was so goddamn annoying. And I think like everyone was telling him to shut it off. And I think I spotted him in the hallway. This was mean. I'll admit it. I spotted him in the hallway, and he was like bent over, and I like soccer kicked him right in the ass.
No. Was his music going when you did
Yes. I said enough of the music. I kicked him right in the ass, and I got detention. Well, I didn't know this.
Wait. So you got detention because he said something or someone saw it?
No, he said something. And also what I didn't know was his father was a teacher at the school.
No, that's even worse.
And he lives around me too. But here's the fun, the good of this story was that I actually became friends with that kid. And I still chat with him today.
Oh, okay.
He's still a hipster that listens to music. He actually lives out of a van now.
No. What kind of van? Is it like a bus or is it like a hippie van?
No, it's like straight up like a work van. It's like the stuff that we drive around. Literally, yeah, he lives out of one of those. And like every now and then I'll be walking at night at 20 degrees and he's blasting his music in his van. And he'll pop out sometimes and say hello.
I wish I could live. Wait, but so he's parked like outside of his parents' house or something?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a little odd.
It is strange.
Like I personally would love, like if my life had granted me that opportunity for like a year to just try it out and just like live in a van and travel, I would so do it. But that is weird.
Yeah.
To sit outside of your parents' house in a van that you're living in.
He's a bit of a sad case. Speaking of alcoholism, he's definitely an alcoholic, and he also abuses other drugs too. But
so maybe that was his ultimatum.
Yeah.
Live outside in a van or
his
find
parents
a place.
are like I wouldn't call them strict people because his dad is such a hippie. He is like
Really?
the hippiest of hippies, but like at the same time, his mother was pretty strict. So, which is an interesting like complex, isn't it? But like, yeah, he's kind of a sad case. So like, every time I meet him, like, he's like, oh, he's like high right now.
Yeah, it sounds like something in that family dynamic went wrong.
Yeah.
And that's why he's now in a van outside of his house.
He's the only one in the family too. His sisters are like super successful.
Great.
I kind of feel bad.
Does he have a job or he's just strictly like living in that van?
So funny you ask. He worked at Katie's for a while.
The bar?
Yeah.
Haunted bar.
Haunted bar on Long Island. He worked at Katie's. He used to drive a food truck that would park in the back, feed the hungry bar patrons, which is actually probably a really good
Very
gig.
smart.
Does
Katie's not serve food?
They do now.
They do.
But anyway, one time he must have been high as hell or something, and the food truck blew up.
Like literally blew
It blew up.
No.
Yeah, it almost burnt down Katie's, but he got lucky. So he's not allowed there anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Almost blew up the haunted bar.
But how did it blow up? Like he just wasn't paying attention and left something on?
Yeah, he was high, and I think what happened was the fryer like boiled over, and then it like probably caught fire, and then the propane, and then. Poof.
I guess it doesn't take much, especially if you have a fryer on like a van.
Yeah. It was good food too. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you kind of have to ignore the health violations.
Screw what the FDA would say.
Yeah. And you're a bit drunk, have a bit of food.
No, but that's the best food, is like the ones that like you question a little bit. You're like,
unless it's
know.
like India.
Yeah. Besides India, like
Unless
food
it's
truck
India.
food is like OG, especially if you're like drunk. It's like a good drunk food.
Do you think
I don't get drunk anymore.
Do you think like if it blew up Katie's, the ghosts would be freed?
Yeah.
You think they'd be free from this mortal realm?
I went to Katie's like once in my life. And I remember I was like super hammered, but I was talking to the bartender. She was also super hammered. It's just one of those bars. It's kind of like a dive, but it's like a nicer dive.
It's a dive boomer,
And it's like a place where the bartenders are also drinking with you.
Yes, 100%.
And we were both just drunk and we were talking about the ghosts. And nothing happened when I was there, but she was just telling me stories how like she's cleaning up sometimes alone, and where she doesn't stay alone anymore, like she'll make someone close with her because like there would just be like a glass that would move down the bar or like a picture would rattle on the wall.
Tara's brother, they used to work at a theater, an old theater too.
Phantom of the Opera.
Well, no, not like production theater, movie theater. I'm sorry. It is an old one though. Like it's actually like a classic movie theater. But
I don't know why when you said theater, my brain automatically went to like
Phantom of the Opera. I don't blame you because when you think of ghosts and hauntings, you think of Phantom of the Opera. But there is a video of her brother. Like they claimed that place was very haunted, and he showed me the footage, and it's like the storeroom or whatever, and like he checks it to see if he said he heard scratching on the wall, something was going on, it was weird, and he peeks in there, you could see him peek in there, and then like 3 or like 4 minutes later, like 4 things fall down onto the ground. And you see him pop in and go.
The best is if you have like video footage or anything, it's like so hard not to believe.
Oh yeah, like that's the kind of stuff. Yeah.
I have a friend, you know her, who she gets scared in my house because like my house could potentially just have a ghost. I think it's a friendly ghost. We already named her. Her name is Trudy, like Gertrude.
I like Trudy.
Yeah. And there was one night that we were all hanging around. I don't know, you could have been there, but we were on the couch and Rachel said she saw something out of her eye in my den. So,
I remember this.
If you sit in my living room, like you're directly looking at the TV and to your left is going up and going down into the den. And she said she saw it out of the corner of her eye going downwards. And I was like, oh yeah, that happens. And she was like, why are you so calm about it? And I was like, because I see that like all the time. And I haven't in a while, but I don't know, maybe like there was a demon tracking me for a little bit, but
now you got your booger necklace.
Yeah, I have my booger necklace and it keeps things away. It's moldavite.
It's moldavite. It transforms everything negative into a hard crystal booger. So
yeah, but they do say that like when you first put on moldavite, and my makeup is like on it, and it's like really grody and gross now, but it's my rock. But
do you think if you crush that, like you'd hear?
Yeah, the demon's like stuck inside here. I trapped it in here, and now it's like
1,000 years of evil pour out of that.
I had one before this, and I lost it. And then the day that I bought this, I found the old one. It was so weird. It kind of just like, I went searching for my first one for so long. And I just gave up. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get a new one. I'll bless this one, and we'll call it a day.
Bless this mess.
Bless this mess. And the day this came in the mail, it was literally, my old one was like sitting on my dresser. And I was like, this is not
She
real.
has a weird way of things turning up to her. It's
It is very weird.
She's got her 555 going on. That's her other necklace.
Oh, yeah.
That's her angel looking
It's my
out for
angel
her.
number. So I got my demon in here and my angel protecting me.
Yeah, they're kind of at war constantly.
Yeah. That's why they're constantly tangled. And I'm constantly being choked by this thing.
I used to think, do you have a dream catcher?
I used to. One that I made at Camp Mariah.
Camp Mariah.
We went to Camp Mariah that's like Mariah Carey's camp. In 5th grade. It was like the biggest field trip. Like
Is that on the island?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I actually have no idea.
You have no idea where Camp Mariah is.
We should find that out. But Camp Mariah is camp that, like, in 5th grade, it was so cool. Everyone got to go. And it's a field trip, and you stay overnight for, like, 2 nights. I don't remember what my point of Camp Mariah was. Why am I talking about Camp
Dream catchers.
Oh, dream catchers. And I'm pretty sure we made one at Camp Mariah. Brought it home.
I believe that if those broke, you would have nightmares.
I think mine broke.
Oh my god.
Or my mom just checked it. My mom like tends to like get sick of seeing things and just throw it in the garbage.
Oh my god. Where are we at? We're almost done, but I'll
Wait, do you have a dream catcher like current?
I still do, yes.
You do.
I still have one. It's a real one too. It's a blue one. But I used to make a bunch of stuff because we have home ec class when we're in like middle school or whatever. I made so much stuff for my mom.
Aww.
And I'll never forget. I still don't let her forget this. I was in her car one day, and I was little, so I didn't sit up front. And I opened the glove compartment, and like 5 of my things I made for her fell out. out.
No.
She just
She's
stuffed
just hoarding
them
them
in
and stuffing them in there so that, like, if in the case that you had asked, like, where is this, she could just pull it out of her glove
No,
box.
she didn't want to put it on her desk at work, so she just put it. For what it's worth, they were
Aw.
very ugly.
I don't know, there's, like, a lot of mothers and fathers who, like, keep your things from, like, when you're really young. And my mom is, like, she doesn't like clutter. She doesn't like things. So it's, like, I just know all of my old projects are, like, in a landfill that's already been covered. Like,
Oh, there's a drawer full of my stuff in my basement, and
well, I still have some stuff, like, more important things rather than, like, the paint that I put on, like, a...
we still have some of that stuff. Like, we saved a lot, and, like, I take a look at it every now and then, and I'm like, was I really autistic?
That's gonna be a new segment. Was I really autistic? Why? Like, what?
Because it's like baby. And it's like, oh, this must have been kindergarten, 5th grade.
It was like a learning curve.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everyone has a touch of the Tez.